We're going to talk about SharePoint Framework Toolkit and about the management capabilities of this tool. And hi, everybody. In case you don't know me, my name is Adam, and I'm just a standard dev. Okay, and now let's go to the real star of today's demo, which is...
Hi, my name is Shaurab. I'm part of AFRI IT, based in Stockholm, Sweden. I've been a SharePoint guy for a while now. I started as a developer and evolving into my current role where I focus on governance and automation a lot. I contribute to these two communities, CLI for Microsoft 365 and SPFx Toolkit, because I use these tools a lot. Thank you.
And this is Sarabach, first time demoing on this call, so please give him a bit of cheer and applause. Okay, and let's move on. Probably if you are on the call, probably already know what SPFx is, but basically SharePoint Framework is an extensibility model that is the primary extensibility model you should pick when you want to extend SharePoint, and a good option for other areas like Microsoft Teams or Outlook or so on and so forth. Okay, and what is SharePoint Framework Toolkit then? Well, this is tooling that we expose as a VS Code extension that allows you to boost your productivity around SharePoint Framework development, developing it faster, smarter, managing your apps, and we'll the list of features in a while. It's open source and open for contributions, so if you want to help us out, please do. And it's built together with Microsoft, so when we introduce some new fancy features, we first ask, hey guys, maybe you will do it, and okay, we'll do it. It has the built-in sample gallery, so it comes along with all the SPFx and webpart extension IC samples in the extension already. It uses the same tooling as Microsoft recommends, so we don't reinvent the wheel. We just give you an additional layer, an UI, an AI, and a blah, blah, blah chat layer around it to boost your work. And it comes along with CLI for Microsoft 365 embedded. So under the hood, it uses many features CLI for some actions, and we're going to also see it today in action as well. And why should use this tooling? Well, this is why actually last year tried to go under 1 hour to go over each of the features, every features on this list under 1 hour on one of the conferences, and I didn't manage. So today we're going to try in 15 minutes. Why not? No, actually, we're going to just focus on the management capabilities. And without further ado, I'll pass my voice to the real presenter and the real star of today's demo. So the stage is yours.
Thank you, Adam. And I have started sharing my screen. I hope you all can see that. And I have opened the extension in the context of a SharePoint Framework project, and I can do a lot of work without signing in. For example, I can perform various tasks that are available to me, and also when I sign in, the management capabilities for apps within my tenant app catalog and site collection app catalogs become available. There on the screen you see 4 views right now: accounts, tasks, actions, and help and feedback. Because I have not signed in yet, I can continue to build my project. I can test locally in Workbench. Additionally, I can download samples from sample gallery. I can validate the correctness of projects. I can upgrade to the latest SharePoint Framework version, add CI/CD workflows, and more. However, when I log in, it will unlock management capabilities, and that'll be in the view called App Catalog Details view. So this is where you'd see 2 nodes, Tenant App Catalog and Site Collection App Catalogs. To keep the view manageable, we are opening only Tenant App Catalog, and all the other nodes are collapsed until I need them. Under tenant-wide extensions, I see the list of SharePoint framework extensions that are available to deploy, and deployed across all the sites. These are SharePoint list items. When I click on one, it'll open the list display form. Also, right now we are not providing any management options for the extensions, but in the future maybe we can add more options here. For example, deploying it to the specific web templates, or updating component properties. Site apps. This is my tenant app catalog URL. We have apps available within that, and as I click on the node, it dynamically fetches the apps. This is done to keep the performance of extension improved. Here, on click of each app, you'd be taken to the app details page, and also there are management options available here, which are here. If you can say deep deploy, which will make the app available to install on all the sites. On the show more, we have retract, which is reverse of deploy. Once retracted, the solution cannot be installed. Remove will remove the app from the tenant app catalog. Enable makes it visible to the end user when they try and pick a web part from the web part toolbox. Disable will hide it from the end users, and this is even when the app is installed on the site. Install will install based on specified URL. Uninstall is reverse of that. It undoes the installation. Upgrade will upgrade the SharePoint app framework app to the latest version available in the app catalog. Talking about upgrade, if I have to upgrade the app, what I can do it directly from the VS Code extension here. I can increase the project version. For example, I've just changed the version to major version, and then if I go and check here, the version will be upgraded to the latest major version. So it was 2.1.0, now it is 3.0. And then once I have upgraded the version, I can publish from here. Once I publish it, it'll run gulp bundle and then package solution. And then I can click on deploy package to app catalog and specify my tenant app catalog or site collection app catalog from here. The site collection app catalog, site collection works similarly. Here the scope is limited to site collection. For example, if I click on the site here, this one is available, and if all the actions available here are going to affect only the current site collection. So if I click on install, it should install the app in the current site. Let's take a look at one of the action in the site. So for example, here in the site, I have SPFx app installed, and some of the web parts are added on the site. And if I go ahead and uninstall, it'll ask me for the URL. I can specify the relative site URL, or I can keep it blank for the root site. If I do so, it should uninstall the app. And then if I go and refresh it, I think I closed it. But if I go and refresh it, the site, app will be uninstalled and removed from the site. Now, very quickly, we'll look at some of the relevant code that is related to app management. We start with the view container, which is what you see here, that can be available in the sidebar as well as panel. You can move it around. You can bring it close to the default view containers like search or source control. These view containers are created using view container contribution point in package.json, as you can see here. Once view containers are created, we create the view. That should be here. So these are the views. Once in the view container, views are defined. So for now, we as you can see that when I had not logged in, I had 4 views, and then once I have logged in, I have 5, as you can see here, and one is the empty view. And these are created using views contribution point in package.json from here. Once view is registered and created, then data is provided using action tree data provider, and all these items are created as action tree item class. These are available, and then action tree item class can have child items. It can have command. It can have arguments that command will use while invoking, and also a dynamic load function that will invoke. That will fetch the data dynamically when expanded. The last thing here is the app management options, which are added as commands in the package.json, and these are added in the context menu from here, as well as the submenu in the package.json. Once these commands are invoked, these commands are using CLI for Microsoft 365. So, for example, this is app install uninstall function, and based on the parameters, it'll install or uninstall the app from the in the site. And that is all for me. Thank you, Adam. Over to you.
Over to me, perfect. Okay, and okay, so hi everybody, I'm back. And now I'll show you a bit of AI capabilities of this tool, and where's my VS Code? Okay, it's here. I hope you can hear me and see me. Just let me know if you don't. Okay, so this is standard VS Code, and as Shaurab already presented to you, the SPFx Toolkit has many capabilities, which you can click around the management capabilities from the account view and the app catalog view. So after you logged in, you see those helpful links to the SharePoint main site, admin site, web paper permissions. You also get your health state of your tenant. And if you have any incidents, of course, it's fully customizable. So if you don't want to show it, you just go to the extension settings, type for SharePoint, okay, capital P, I know capital P, doesn't matter. And at the bottom, you have just, I don't want to see the incidents, it's my dev tenant, I don't care, okay, it may not work. Okay, perfect. Let me just then sign in to back to my tenant then. So I'm currently in sign out and I forgot about it. Cool. Okay, see, it's really fast and annoying. And let's reload VS Code. And the SPFx Toolkit allows you to manage your solutions by clicking, so going with the SPFx UI, but also we come along with then how to say it, an GitHub Copilot chart participant. So GitHub Copilot in VS Code is for free. So there's nothing stopping you just from using it right now. And when you go here, you'll get the standard Copilot experience like hi there. And of course, GitHub Copilot will answer a question about like general coding stuff. But if you type add SPFx now, actually, and let's say now we say hi there. Now, as you can see, it's SPFx Toolkit that is answering a question, and the answer is already SPFx related. So there's no need to go to standard GitHub, but if you can use our SPFx GitHub Copilot chat participant, a really long name, but that's what name it is. And it's every conversation you'll have with our AI tooling around it, it will be in the context of SPFx. So it's better if you're doing an SPFx project. And we come along with a couple of chat commands. So what is a chat command? These are, if you do the dash, you have those commands here you can use. So for example, if you just would do a standard question like, I need a new project, right? And this will be a standard like, okay, in the context of VFX and a new project, you can use the dash new command, okay, prompt for the AI, it was smart, but you can do the standard approach, right? But this is not any like additional functionality that the standard compiler wouldn't give you, but if you use some tailored commands, so the new command is tailored for creating your, let's actually reuse the prompt for creating a new project, and I'll use it the same prompt, but using the new command, you will see that the conversation will not differ. And as soon as it will go over my prompt, see, it now asks me to provide some name, what component I'm actually wanted to create, and so on and so forth. So let's say I wanna customize my Viva dashboard and pick some random names. Okay, let's see what happens. And if it will work. No, it's demos with Copilot, you never know. So, okay, so I didn't pick the random name, okay, but just use some test names. But it answered that I need, I want probably to create an adaptive card to customize my Viva connection dashboard. Okay, and give me a command. If actually ready to use, I can copy and already a button that you can click, and it will run this command, run npm install, and reopen SPFx Toolkit this new project. Really cool. And since this demo is about management capabilities, we have this beta, okay? So there are many things we are still working about this manage chat command, which allows you to go about things about your tenants. So let's say now I can ask questions regarding my SharePoint Online tenant. Really cool. So, okay, so what app catalogs do I have? Let's see if it will give me the same list of my site app catalogs that you can see here on the UI. See how smart it is? Okay, let's see. So that's really interesting. It actually used it actually used the CLI for Microsoft 365. That's what I found. Okay. Can you try again? Maybe it will give us a list this time. So SPFx Toolkit, chat participant under the hood tries at least to use the CLI for Microsoft 365 commands, and then it analyzes the response. Unfortunately, okay, so it runs the okay, but let me give me my site level up. Let's be more specific. Then maybe this time it will know what I'm actually talking about. Okay, perfect. So it used the CLI for Microsoft 365. This is what I wanted. So CLI for Microsoft 365 under the hood. And if we would go to the log, let's go to this panel over here and see the output of this command, SPFx Toolkit, actually under the hood, when it understands your prompt, what you actually want, so maybe I should be more specific since it's an AI, it will execute the correlated CLI for Microsoft 365 command that can leverage to get this data, and then it will analyze the data and explain it to you. So it's really, even though it's GitHub Copilot AI, it's LLM, you can kind of anticipate what it's capable of and what features it can do, since if you know you're familiar with SPO commands for the CLI for Microsoft 365, you can probably guess what it's capable of against your tenant. And if you're you want to be in detail what it's actually capable of, if you go to the SPFx Toolkit docs, here in the help and feedback section, we have a docs. And then if you go to the SPFx Toolkit chat participant, here we explain all the commands that it does, so the setup, the coding command, the new, and there's the management command. As you can see, we have more than 100 commands, but notice that it's only list and get commands. So we are only allowing you to retrieve information from the tenant, no modification, no adding, no removing, just asking questions about your SharePoint Online things and resources as of now. Okay, so what are some use cases I would have? I used it actually when I was creating my SharePoint hack for the hack, and I created a solution that first of all requires a list on my site. So here I had some provision list, and since I started it, then 1 week later I hit it to continue. I didn't remember if I actually deployed this list. Do I have some items on this? Do I have my web part? And of course, you can do it manually, go to the site, but what fun was the fun in that? Yeah, if you have an AI assistant that can help you and can just have a small conversation to see if you're ready to go. So I've created already pre-built some site level app catalog and a sites hack where I deployed my hack. Okay, let's see what list I have on. So what lists I have on sites hack site. So let's see if it will show up my demo time list, which is required for my web part to actually work and show the additional context of each slide for the section. So let's see. Okay, perfect. So again, so it found the required CLI for Microsoft 365 command to get this information and executed it under the hood. And yeah, it's working a bit slowly, but sharing internet, but let's wait and let's see if in a while it will come up with my, I'm looking for my demo time list. There it is, perfect. Okay, so let's answer, but what items do I have on the demo time list? Since it's AI, it should be okay, it's still answering, okay. Come on, that many lists. Okay, perfect. Now answer my question. So since it's an LLM, it's already know my context and know I'm talking about the sites hack. I don't need to repeat it. Okay, this was quite fast. So I have some 2 items. Perfect. Let's see what pages do I have done. And I want to check if I have some page on which I already deployed my, I added my web part. So not deployed, I have it deployed on my app catalog. I know that I installed it on the site. And now I wonder if I have some, okay, probably on the test one. So what 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 web parts do I have on the test? This is my usual name, one site. So that's the press prompt. I know I'm stretching the time, but just to give you a context how it's working, let's see. Okay, the list of controls, web parts. Okay, controls are web parts. That's nice. I like it. And okay, so I have a couple of web parts added to site. So like the banner, there it is. There's my demo time web part. So not only I checked that I have my list, I have some items on the list. I already deployed my web part. And my hack is actually a kind of a web part that changes each section to a slide. So I need some sections on my slide to make it work. So do I have some sections on the test one SPFx page? First thing I check. Let's see if it works. You never know, it's an AI. Okay, to list all the sections, you can use this command. This is also quite handy. For example, if you are new to CLI from Xf5, you now have also a chat participant that will help you learn all the get and list SPO commands. And you can see I have some sections. I could even go to the logs and copy the commands the SPFx Toolkit use and start and kick off my script that will use CLI from Xf5. So there's a lot of learning potential and management. And without going manually to the side and checking some list, clicking here, clicking again, I just had a small conversation with our SPFx Toolkit chat participant, and I know that I'm ready to go. So quite cool. I hope you'll use it. Since it's for free, why not leverage, right? And let's where are my slides. The last slide here. I hope I didn't stretch your time. You're still with me. So if you want to contribute and see how this product is built, go to our repo, aka/viva/vscode, aka.ms/viva/vscode. Join our community Discord server. Don't be shy to reach out. And that's all from our side. Back to you, Chris.